Alright guys, so we went ahead and we got that welded. It started smoking everywhere because all the little holes. But anyways, now we're gonna go ahead and take a drill with a flapper disc, and we're gonna go through and we're gonna flappy disc all around this thing to smooth it all up and to clean up, to get it to bare metal, and that way we can go through and paint it as well. So we're gonna go ahead, strip it, and then we'll paint it. So let's go ahead and continue. Alright guys, so we went ahead and we used this wire brush thing on the drill, and we went ahead and we got it all sanded up, and then we went ahead as well and we primered it. So it's primed in all the spots we welded recently, so it's all basically kind of sealed up. But now we're gonna go ahead and take some cardboard, take it to some of these spots, make some templates, cut it out of a little bit thinner steel just to kind of patch the two and kind of merge the new front suspension with the old existing chassis. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then we also need to fix up that steering and we'll be good to go. Alright guys, so we went ahead and we've got that all made up. As you can see, we even painted it black off camera, of course, because my battery was dead and I kind of forgot about it. This front is also black as well, so it's looking really aggressive and really good. So now we're going to go ahead and take those tires right there, try to mount them on this. But anyways, without further ado, let's jump right in. Alright guys, we were trying to figure out how to mount those tires on the back, but I didn't have any ideas other than just keeping on the original wheel, drilling 2 holes and bolting 2 wheels together. Now you guys can comment below if you like that idea of doing this kind of setup. It honestly doesn't look too bad. It's kind of cool because it's almost a dually, but I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section down below. That might be in part 3, I don't really know. But now we're gonna go ahead and jump onto rewiring this thing. Alright guys, so we went ahead and we just wired up actually 2 battery connectors. We're not redoing the wiring quite yet, but anyways, now we're gonna go ahead and jump onto fixing the steering. Now there's a lot of play in the steering, like I'm moving it side to side and there's nothing, and that actually comes to the shaft itself is just jerking side to side, as you can see. So we need to fix that. So I'm thinking if we weld like a bar down and like curves around and comes back up, or even one from right here, and it like had a bearing or something in it, that would help a lot. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right in and see if we can figure something out. Alright guys, so we went ahead and we got that steering a lot better. It's way more solid. Like actually there's like barely any play. So anyways, now we're gonna go ahead and jump back on to trying to mount these rear wheels, and let me show you guys what I'm thinking. Alright guys, so we went ahead and we started building an adapter, and we welded on some 2 longer bolts, and these are actually going to bolt onto the new lawnmower tires. And this hex right here will actually just slip over the existing axle and get a bolt on top of that. So this is just a rough idea I started doing kind of off camera, but that's what you just saw me welding, was this thing right here. So anyways, let's go ahead and try a test fit. Alright guys, so we were going to go ahead and bolt this on, but it turns out we need to add a little spacer. So we went to Ace and we grabbed one of these, and we're going to try to cut it in half and put one either on this side or maybe even just on the back, which will work just fine. So anyways, without further ado, let's jump right in. Alright guys, so we went ahead and we let it cool down. Now let's go ahead and see if it actually fits on the axle. Alright guys, so we got that welded on this side, but now we're going to go ahead and jump onto the starter handle. We're going to install it because I broke this one that was actually in this. I broke the cord. So we're going to take this off. We're going to actually rotate it where this hole right here is more straight up like this. So that way it just makes it a little easier so you're not pulling into the seat, which really hurts if you hit your knuckles. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can string this on up. Alright guys, so that tire looks off balance, so let's go ahead and see if we can figure it out. Alright guys, so it turns out we went ahead and we just welded it on and it was perfectly straight basically. So now we're going to go ahead and jump onto wiring up this light bar. This light bar has been unwired since I fully welded right here. I unwired it, so now I'm rewiring it so it's back to good working condition. So let's go ahead and jump right in and wire that up. Alright guys, so we went ahead and we got it working. It's rigged up to this switch right here. Turn it off, turn it on, and basics like that. So anyways, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. In the next episode, we'll probably be doing the interior on the Super Stang, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to drop a like as well as a sub. But just like that, this video is over, and I'm out.